Either you work, or you're out on the street, my daughter said, her voice flat and deliberate, as if she were discussing a household rule instead of my life. The words landed quietly, but they changed everything. We were sitting at the dining table in the home I had lived in for over 20 years. The same table where I once set birthday cakes and holiday dinners. The chair at the head of the table, my husband's chair, was empty. He had passed away just 3 months earlier, after nearly 4 decades of marriage. I was still learning how to breathe in a house that felt too large and too silent. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't ask her to repeat herself. I simply folded my napkin and stood up. At my age, people expect tears, or anger, or begging. I gave her none of that. After the funeral, everyone had gone back to their lives. The phone stopped ringing. The sympathy cards stopped arriving. Somehow, without an announcement, I became an inconvenience that needed to be managed. That night, I went back to the bedroom I once shared with my husband. His pillow was still there. I hadn't moved it yet. I sat on the edge of the bed and stared at the dresser, at an old photo of us taken years ago at a county fair. We were smiling, holding paper cups of lemonade, sunburned and happy. Back then, I believed family meant safety. The next morning, I woke up early, out of habit. I made coffee for one, even though my hand reached for a second mug before I stopped myself. The house was quiet. Too quiet. My daughter left for work without saying goodbye. Later that day, she mentioned job listings she thought were realistic for someone my age. Retail. Cleaning. Part-time work that required standing for hours. She spoke efficiently, like a manager outlining expectations. I nodded. I thanked her. I told her I would look into it. She seemed relieved, as if my silence meant agreement. But inside, something shifted. I realized I was no longer being seen as a mother, or even as family. I had been reduced to a cost, a problem, a burden that needed a solution. That night, lying in bed, I understood something I hadn't before. Losing my husband was not the only loss I was facing. I was losing my place, my voice, my sense of belonging. And in that quiet moment, I made a decision. I would not argue, I would not beg, and I would not reveal my strength too soon. Because when people believe you have nowhere to go, they stop watching you closely. And sometimes, that's when you learn the most. Subscribe to the channel and like this video to support more real family drama stories. To watch the full story, click the link at the bottom left of the screen or check the description.